This fits my deck perfectly. God damn.
This fits your what?
That 20,000 signing bonus was not worth it.
Yeah, that's a great use of my power.
You just gotta.
I threw myself into the fire willingly.
The real world sucks.
I did not realize I could chug a big white monster.
There's not enough alcohol in this world to do an actual therapy session with me.
Free will is a flaw.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
Have a good intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Uncraftable podcast. My name is Moons. I'm joined here today with Mr. Benjamin, Mr. Boone, and Mr. Delta. Boys, how we doing this evening?
Sick.
I'm
Tired.
but
I got like
I'm here.
4 or 5 hours of sleep last night.
Oh, Jesus.
We love the
Ben,
education system.
I was just going to say, what is your sleep schedule? But you know what? That makes sense.
Mhm.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's like the answer to that boon is no.
I did not realize I could chug a big white monster. That came out bad. Goodness gracious.
We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. And you know what? I caught it like on the second to last word, and I was like, it's gonna.
It's okay because it's staying in. Dude.
No, but honestly, like I thought of it, I was like, what has college life done for you? Energy drinks?
Yeah. I will say
Learning the value.
the first episode that we posted has done fairly good for like a brand new
Really good
channel,
episode.
one video. Like I think we just passed 50.
I thought we did a really good job, especially topic-wise, for not only the episode itself, but also views as well. And then
Yeah, so we had like a
debut
pretty
episode.
good like banger set of like topics. that
banger of a
episode.
debut episode.
Yeah, and then this is we have no idea what's going on.
I love how it just started off with so much energy. The first episode, and the second episode is just like we're all so fucking tired. By the way, for everybody who does not know, it took us about 30 minutes to get set up because you'll notice that Delta's finally got his coin icon set up.
Hooray!
I would
Where's
play
the
the
honest,
Yankee
it
sound
wasn't
effect,
even
but it
my-
plays double.
Like, my
for you
icon took like
guys.
maybe 5 minutes.
We're still waiting on
Yeah.
Ben's to update on my end.
Yeah,
So
whatever. It's a goofy face
it's-
anyway.
it is what it is.
It's goofy. I'm like, huh?
Dude, you know, I gotta kick this episode off with a complaint, okay?
Okay.
The f***ing electric company, okay?
Oh
Like,
boy! Oh, I want to listen to this.
all right,
I want to
so,
listen to this because I know you've had some issues with them.
dude, we moved in February, right?
Yeah.
And so before you move into a place, you are supposed to get with the electric company and let them know the day that you're moving in. So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna do that. So I go online, I go to their website, and I get everything set up. I give them like they needed my social security, my driver's license number, like they had to do a credit check on me, which thank God I have good credit. Because otherwise I'd need like a security deposit with them or something. It's like, so I get all this done, right? We move in, everything's great. 30 days goes by, which is like the time they say it's like, it's going to take like 30 days to send you your first bill and whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. All good, right? 30 days goes by. Then a week after 30 days. And 2 weeks after 30 days. I'm like, where's my bill? So I send them an email. Like I send their customer service, whatever. And they send back, yeah, you don't have an account with us on file.
Bruh.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah, in an effort to not get evicted from my apartment 2 months in, not even, I called them and I'm like, hey, I've got a problem. I've got a big problem. I don't have an account with you and we're almost 2 months in and I need to set up an account now. And we need to make it retroactive to when I moved in so I don't get evicted. And they're like, yeah, no problem. 20 minutes later, okay, here's your account number. Have a great day. Like, dude, I hate adulting.
Real.
Dude, fucking, I still feel like a kid sometimes, and I turned 21 earlier this month. Tell me about it, man. Like,
Dude, enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, I'm trying my best. I
'Cause
like.
the real world sucks.
Oh no, trust me. With how work went for me today, I don't even want to talk about how work went today, but I will have some work stories to tell at some point on this podcast. So
Dude,
make sure you stick around for that because work has
tell
shown
you.
me what being an adult is like and how big of a hell it is. So yeah,
Dude, I could give you one from today.
Oh my
Ben was present for it.
Ben's very quiet laugh. I think Ben could agree with me, except his occupation's a little different.
I threw myself into the fire willingly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
that
like-
checks out.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain for the folks at home?
Yeah.
I mean, might as
I
well.
am working with someone for addiction counseling. I'm 30 days away from getting my certification done, and then I'll have my own office.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yep. It's good. It's crazy though. Oh my goodness.
And for what we've talked about, you've been getting like rave reviews from some of your some of the clients, I should say, not necessarily your clients.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I mean, that's, dude, kudos. Seriously.
Yeah, right?
Because that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Like,
All
because
I
it's
get is
weird because
people
like I'm
complaining.
like people look at me like they raise their eyebrows when I'm like I'm 24 and they're like, huh?
I have
Yeah,
plenty of
so
life
I'm like-
experience.
Oh, dude, there was a time in where everybody at my work thought I was like 17, 18. Or no, not 17, 18. They thought I was much older than that because I had like full facial hair. And I was
Yeah, you
I'm not
suck.
like wow.
I'm jealous of your facial hair. I
It's
turned
okay.
25 in less than a month, and I've got
Just
the
don't
baby
touch your
face.
face for a few months and you'll be fine.
Boone, I
just
do that
gonna
on the
sit here-
regular.
I'm gonna sit here on my throne of goatees.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, I'll go like 6-7 weeks without trimming, and it just looks like the shittiest high schooler patchy face ever.
That
You're just immune to
Yeah.
growing facial hair.
Dude, I consistently look like I'm 12. I get
It's-
carded everywhere I go, and then they look and go, "Holy shit, you're 25?" Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
When I
Yeah.
told,
But see,
when I
that's
told,
that's the thing. Like he gets carded. It's like, oh, he's young. I get carded, and they're like, 24. Jesus, what happened? You know, like,
Addiction counseling.
everybody. You know what's so funny about that? Everybody in my work always says that I look like I'm in my mid-20s. Like they say, you look like you're like 24 or 25. I'm like, I'm 21. He's like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I am. And he was like, if I shave this, yes, I'll absolutely look like I'll look as young as I sound or as I am. But
I
like,
remember.
it's
I remember in group. I was leading a group one time, and somebody in the group asked me, he's like, "How old are you?" I said I was 24, and a dude in the corner was like, "Damn."
You can't fault them for just being unapologetically themselves.
Exactly. I'm telling you, I love it. These clients are like the funniest people you'll probably ever run into.
Oh, IMO.
Oh, I'm.
I'm
Wonder how he's doing, man.
Dude, I hope he's doing good.
Not a real
Hey,
name, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. Let's clarify
Not
that
even
we're
close.
using that as
Yeah.
we're using that as a nickname for privacy reasons, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could get fired.
I could go to jail.
I could lose my job
That I've worked so hard for
Spent so much money.
and time.
and time, most certainly time.
Nah, see, Ben gets rave reviews for being cool and like everybody loves him. Meanwhile, I get people complaining because they're like, he shut my gas station down. Dude, your gas had diesel in it. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
You're breaking the law.
He ratted on me.
I'm the inspector. What do you want?
Oh my gosh, I need to tell this story. Speaking of gas, dude, because of a gas issue on our lawnmower, it took me and my dad 5 hours to mow our yard earlier this week. Because my dad, when he got, because I mowed the half of the backyard first, right? But
Right.
we had one of those lawn mowers where, like, instead of throwing the grass out to the side, it'll like combust it underneath or whatever. Not combust,
Mhm.
you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Like it'll shovel underneath and
Yeah,
it'll
man,
like
we're
regrow
all
that way.
just not wordsmiths tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, we literally opened up this podcast. You and me both literally said we're tired. I think it's understandable that we're.
Oh, you know, that's fair. I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
I'm here
Oh,
right now, I
anyways.
swear.
I'm here, dude.
Anyways, like the mower messed up. I put gas back in it. The mower wouldn't start. My dad comes home. The mower wouldn't start. My dad's pissed off at this point. And when my dad gets pissed off, I just like to. He's the kind of guy where you just want to leave him be. I will also say this: my dad has labeled himself the nicest asshole you will ever meet.
I love that.
Wow, that
That's-
sounds
that is
familiar.
actually great.
that is honest to God. That is what he said. You could ask him about that, and he would be like, "Yeah, I have 100% called myself that before." But anyways, he's like pissed off at this point, and he's like, "All right, just run down to the store real quick, get some gas." I run down to the store, get some gas in the gas can, come back. My car smells like gas, so I'm like, "Well, fuck, that's great." I bring the can back around to the backyard. He's still trying to start up the mower, puts more gas in it, still doesn't work, and then he's like, "Okay." Puts the old mower in the shed, and he's like, "How much did you pay for gas?" Told him how much I paid for it. He went back out. He was gone for like an hour. Comes back, and then 30 minutes later, he's done mowing the entire yard with a new mower. And I was like, yeah, maybe maybe I should have waited until he got home to mow the yard, because he probably would have gotten that done a lot faster. But but like but like here in Tennessee, from where it rains so much in April, and then we start off really late when it comes to mowing, and our yard is horrible because the grass just grows so quick, and it's not fun whatsoever. It took
Find the
us
Lorax
5
in that.
hours. It took us 5 hours to mow a front and a backyard. It was not fun. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a fun day.
My
No.
brain trying to go, okay, what could have caused the engine malfunctions? Water in the fuel, high ethanol content, too low ethanol content, diesel contamination.
My dad, because he let someone borrow that gas can that I originally put the fuel in, right? So
Mm.
he was thinking that maybe someone put kerosene in the mower, which probably would have done it, but at the same time, he was too pissed off. Dude, he literally, and then the interaction he had with the Tractor Supply employees when he went to go pick up the new mower. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I wasn't there, because he would have lost his shit. He was like, "I want this mower. It says that you have this mower here. All our mowers are out front, sir." All right. Well, it says this mower's here. Could you go check for me? I go back there and check, and it's like, it's still in the box and everything. Do you want it fully set up for you? He's like, "No, just give me the mower. I'll take it home." And he pays for it, goes home, mows the yard. Like, he was just not in the mood.
He's not having it.
Again, yes, again, the nicest asshole you will ever meet. My
Dude,
father, ladies and
at
gentlemen.
that point, like it, I've worked customer service for a very long
Oh, yeah.
time. At that point, you get someone that comes in that's like that. It's like, dude, whatever you want, whatever you need, you going through it. I get
Exactly.
it. Just here you go.
Dude, that's been my thing when it comes to deliveries, which, for context, I'm a pizza delivery driver. So whenever something doesn't go their way on the delivery, where, like, I remember I used to deliver to this address. There's an address I used to deliver to a lot before Hurricane Helene hit, and it washed off the roads leading up there. But I remember I delivered to this address, and this woman, every time I'd go up there, she'd either not have the right amount of money, or she'd be on the phone fighting with her boyfriend. So I would always be like, "Hey, listen, I don't care. I have extra money in my wallet. If you got $2 or $3 short, I could really care less, and I could care less about what you're fighting with your boyfriend about. Just take your food. I'll take the money. You have a nice day," and then I get the fuck out of there. Literally.
Like, she would tell you.
No,
or
she
no,
wouldn't tell. No, she wouldn't tell me. I've delivered to this address enough to know what know who she's arguing with on the phone.
That's so
Like-
funny. Oh my
Like,
goodness.
it was, dude.
Dude.
My job is.
See, I know that pain because I had a very similar experience, except this woman. Okay, Ben, you'll understand the history that I have with cannolis, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the pizza place I worked for, that I delivered for, had cannolis. And they were these little, like, prepackaged, 2-in-a-box kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And every single week, this woman would call and order 6 cannolis. Go out there, deliver it. She wouldn't tip. Hate that. Tip your drivers. Weirdos. Tip your we don't make enough when we're on the road to cover our bills. Tip your driver.
Yeah.
So I'd go out there, deliver the food. She wouldn't tip, expect change kind of thing. And it's like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't care. Go back. 10 minutes later, she'd call. I only got 4 cannolis. And they're like, no, I packaged that myself. You got 6. No. And the customer's always right. That is my least favorite line. Is
That
the
is
customer's
also
always
my
right?
least favorite saying.
Sometimes the customer's a fucking idiot.
Yes. I have heard that phrase way too many times, and I've only heard it twice when I've started working there. And that tells you how much I hate that phrase, because it's like, no, the customer isn't always right. You want to know why? Because I made sure that you had everything with your order before I left the store. Like, you're not
Words
correct
about
in
it.
this
It's not even the
instance.
full phrase.
Yeah, it's like in matters
Like-
of taste, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we got to the point where we would take pictures of the bag as we're handing it to her with the 6 cannolis
Selfie.
in the bag. And she'd call, no, you didn't give me enough. Well, ma'am, unfortunately for you, my driver took
We
a
have
photo
evidence.
of the order as they were handing it to you, and it very clearly shows that you haven't. And we eventually blacklisted her, and like she wasn't allowed to order food from us ever again.
I would have done that because after the first phone call, because I would have been like, yeah, you're trying to get free food. You're not gonna.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I would go out there with 2 more, 3 more cannolis, and it's like, dude,
She just keeps
they're like
calling.
they're $2 a piece, and you're ordering 6 of them every week.
Yeah.
You're spending $12 a week on cannolis because it's 2 in a box, and so you get 6 boxes, basically $1 a cannoli, $12 plus tax. So it ended up being like 13 and
All right.
change.
I've grabbed a cat, by the way.
But
Where'd mine go? I don't know.
okay.
Romeo don't love me. He runs away.
My dogs are getting put to bed right now while this is all going on.
It would have been really bad if you said put to sleep, because that would have just been.
Yeah, I would.
Sorry guys, my dog's getting put to sleep. Holy shit!
You could hear how slowly I said that because I had to phrase it correctly so nobody got mad. Like, yeah, my dog's
He's
getting
currently
put down right
investigating
now.
the
They're
mic,
getting
so-
what?
It's investigating the mic.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it hasn't been close enough for him to sniff.
You just hear really lightly, just like really like light sniffs.
That freaking.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's it.
Yeah. Dude, no, today, Ben,
Dude,
you
actually,
were
that
there
could be
for
a topic.
this.
Just like different pets we have.
Yeah. Shit.
More introductions.
More introductions.
More introductions. No, I wouldn't be able to do that with my dogs because, well, for one, we started off, like I said, we started off this podcast really later than we were supposed to, and like I said, they're going to bed now. But
You know, it'd be
Yeah.
a good idea for this podcast.
What?
oh god,
When you start the episode, I'm assuming you're putting it on YouTube.
Right.
yeah,
You start the episode, edit it so it starts with like a little short of one of us saying a ridiculous thing, and then goes into "Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen," like you did earlier.
I've seen people do edits like that. I
Just
might.
thought that'd be like
Oh,
jovial.
like we probably need like some kind of like intro.
That is
One of
true.
my favorite podcast introductions is from Mark Calloway, who was a WWE wrestler, The Undertaker. He's retired now, but he has his own podcast, and he does it with his like childhood friend or whatever, I think. And his friend goes, "Mark, you know what we haven't done in a while?" And then he goes, "Got a good podcast." That's their intro to their podcast every time.
Have a
that's
good
cute.
intro.
Well, because he doesn't know what to talk about every single time, because it's always, his buddy asking questions or something like that. So
There you go. There's the edit right there.
Ooh.
You know what we haven't done in a while? Have a good intro.
Ooh, wait a minute. I'm so sad because I was gonna get my dad a guitar for his birthday Friday or tomorrow,
Right.
ooh,
and he just said, "Oh no, like wait, like he really wants to wait." Just for reasons of his own.
what kind of guitar are you trying to get him?
He was gonna get a Paul Reed Smith 1986, I think.
Jeez.
I
started
don't
playing
know
guitar
guitars.
recently. I just have a
Yeah.
basic like Squire Strat, like a Stratocaster. That's what I
Nice.
have.
All I have this is like little like fucking flute in my fucking shelf is.
But
We
anyway,
just start
my point-
talking about what musical instruments we
Oh,
Yes.
I
got
have
that
an
Zelda
electric
accordion,
violin
or that-
somewhere.
What's that little
I'm
instrument
sorry,
that
an
Zelda
electric
used?
violin.
Yeah.
The ocarina. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
he's got that Zelda ocarina.
Yeah, he's also
Oh
got
my
an
gosh.
ocarina. I do remember that.
Oh my gosh! If I see Ben walking around with Rev with a fucking ocarina in his hand,
Dude, I've gotten to it. I'm gone insane.
I know. There's been
Just
people who have.
starts with the Minecraft music.
Oh god, I wish that piano worked.
That would be so good.
I know there's people who have walked on the field at Rev with acoustic guitars before. I've seen
Yeah.
people do that.
Um,
I think someone was it accordion that someone brought a few years ago, or something like that. I can't remember.
I thought
Yeah.
the Russian dudes, or at least the guys that put on the Russian accents, they brought one at some point.
Maybe that was him. I can't remember. I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but I
But,
do
um,
remember seeing something. Like that.
Comrade, I
Yeah.
come give you good music, yes?
I think
Yeah.
my point with that was like my dad and I could do like slow jazz duos,
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
and that could be intro, or we could just see what happens.
Slow jazz. And you never know. We could figure something out.
Oh,
We're only
yeah.
on episode 2, so we all start from somewhere.
And if you have suggestions for what we should do as an intro, you should drop a comment.
Let's say drop a comment, ladies and gentlemen.
And if
Like
you just
this
want to tell us
podcast.
we're a bunch of
Subscribe
idiots,
to the channel.
drop a comment.
Just comment anything. Just say whatever the f- you want. Well, maybe actually don't do that.
TOS, TOS.
TOS. Yep, exactly.
What's your favorite kind
Say
of
whatever you
pizza?
want within reason.
If you made it this far, tell me what's your favorite kind of pizza?
Moon just starts a fucking war in the comment section.
It's my favorite kind of
Pineapples
pizza.
Okay, hold on, wait. I gotta have this debate.
Okay,
Pineapples belong on pizza or no?
no,
I don't care.
Yeah, I got
absolutely
it.
not.
Delta, that is the
It's-
only right answer.
It's the one of the. It's one of.
It's not my preference. I don't care ultimately.
It's one of those
Exactly.
things that if there's no other option, I'll eat it.
Yeah,
I'll say, yeah, that's if you were like on a deserted island and the only thing you had was a pineapple pizza, yeah, I don't understand. That's
But would I
yes.
actively order a pineapple pizza? No.
no,
No.
I will not go out of my way for it. Now, pineapple on pizza people and non-pineapple on pizza people, we can unite for one thing. I've seen pictures of people putting bananas and or kiwi on pizza.
Oh, what?
I if I can find a picture and I'll put it on screen for everybody if I can find it. Post editing moons.
Ugh.
Do the thing.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Listen, if you like that, it's the gallows. We failed as a
Straight to the
society.
gallows.
Like,
You know what? I'm gonna be positive, and I'm just gonna say good for them. Good for them.
Man, listen, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah,
We
Free
care less.
will is a flaw.
God bless them.
there's another one for the intro.
Just sat here with my face in my hands, just like ew.
Whatever floats
Okay,
your
but
boat,
those
except
alone
for
are
that,
delicious.
you're gonna sink with that one.
Those alone are delicious, but no.
Yeah, you can have one or the other. Please don't have both. Every Italian in the world is crying because of you. I hope you know this. You're the problem.
I will say this though: peanut
Butter
butter
just like
on a
staring
hot
into
dog.
his webcam that isn't on.
Yeah, no, I was. I
I'm not gonna lie, I do that
was.
shit too. I do that shit too whenever I'm just gaming and I don't have my camera. I've done it before when I've streamed without my camera. I've just stared into the fucking webcam and it's not even on.
It's that subconscious. The camera's there, and I
That
must
doesn't mean where it's like, I
react
just talk to
it.
myself.
watching
Like,
me.
that doesn't just
No,
mean
but
where I
could you-
just talk to myself as if I'm recording it over a voiceover.
But could you imagine like those big time Twitch streamers where they have like the big ass cameras that they use for webcams or whatever? Do you imagine how they feel seeing that thing staring at you for like a 6-7 hour stream? Do you imagine that? I
Dude,
couldn't.
if I ever get to that point, I'm gonna get like the Cyclops from the Odyssey. I'm gonna get that
God.
face, but the eye is gonna be the camera lens, and so just chat is the Cyclops from the Odyssey.
Oh my god. I'd pay to see that. That'd be interesting.
I'll get a little
help
one
it.
and put it over my webcam.
Doesn't help that I've seen Epic the Musical.
I have
Just like the different songs are just going.
Nobody. Just in.
Literally, like when you mentioned your camera being the Cyclops, I literally just the only thing I can think of is just like we gotta stab him in the eye.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There's another one.
There's another one. Also, really quickly, I would like to go ahead and point out, knock on wood, I've not had a smoke signal issue
No, you
yet.
said something now.
Oh
Well, I
my
said something
god.
now. I
Maybe it is the
just
higher-
said knock on wood, Moons.
You need
Maybe
to
it is
knock
the
on
higher
every
audio
piece
quality.
of. Maybe. Although you were having the issue on GW and they're like level 3 boosted.
True.
Yeah, on GW, and then I've also had issues. Well, I mean, I just have issues in general. I mean, I don't. The only thing
Yes.
is that I felt like it probably, especially this is around the time where you and me tried to do that live interview on Grimwood Moons. I felt like it would have been a lot better if we were just in our own. Like if I sent you a Discord call and we weren't in a VC. I felt like that would have been a lot better to try that because I don't think I lag.
Probably.
I don't think I lag during any. I don't think I lag when I'm in like a Discord call. So I don't know.
No, see, Boone, you want to knock on wood, you need to knock on every piece of wood in a 6-mile radius. Okay?
Bro, I
Not
don't
one
got the
router.
stamina to run around and do all that.
At once.
What?
Break the laws of reality.
Yes, let me just.
be in every place at once.
Bro just gets the Infinity Gauntlet, only uses it for the Reality Stone to knock on every piece of wood in a 6-mile radius simultaneously.
Let me split apart into 6,000 different versions of myself to knock on every piece of wood within a 6-mile radius. Yeah, that's a great use of my power.
You just gotta.
Oh my god.
There's now like 2,000 boons.
God. I can't live with myself.
You,
Can you imagine 2,000
You
of
would
those
have the
fuckers
Boom
walking
Brigade,
around?
though.
Oh my god. No, but could you imagine fucking 2000 of fucking moons walking around? You'd have the Lunar Legion, but at what cost? Everyone else's sanity.
I mean, not a lot would get done. I'm gonna be real. It wouldn't even be a problem. It'd be 2,000 slightly overweight dudes just hanging out like, y'all want to play some Helldivers?
That is exactly what they would all say.
I mean, hey, your inspections would get done in a snap.
Oh my god, dude, I could get all of the inspections done. The real question is, would it be like clones where like the clones in Star Wars where they all have their own different personalities, or would they all be exact copies including memories of me or
That's a
whoever?
good question.
Why not both? They just diverged at the
think-
point of
I
I think
the
if they
cloning.
were, I think if they were all different personalities, that would just be chaos.
Like, are they genetically
imagine-
identical but personality-wise unique?
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Actually,
You
2,000.
just have like
different
every.
moons.
You just get to meet like every person.
Every personality, every emotion,
Yeah, every choice
each moon's
you
per
could have.
emotion.
Dude,
Like,
the
Every
multiverse
choice
theory
you could
just
have made in the
goes,
past is a different you.
oh my god.
oh my god, no,
No, because
no.
dude, I'd see myself now and I get so depressed to see like younger versions of myself or different versions of myself if different outcomes
Exactly.
took
I would
on the
look
way
at my
like
younger self. I'd look at my younger self and I would be like, "This is what you're gonna end up as, bro. Don't f up. Lock in, bro. Lock the fuck
Lock
in."
in.
it was like a thing. It was like name 3 things or like give yourself 3 words to tell to your 18-year-old self. And I was like, don't enlist,
Don't
bro.
f up.
Don't f up. Yeah, exactly.
don't enlist, bro.
That is also fair.
He speaks the truth. This one.
That 20,000 signing bonus was not worth it.
Oh man,
It was-
hold on. I
It
found
was not worth my literal spine.
I found a old picture of myself
Oh no.
from
Oh,
high
no.
school.
That was what your injury was that got you discharged, right, Moon? So I don't say the wrong thing.
Yeah, the lower spinal
Okay, good.
and
I just wanted to be
hips
sure I
and-
got that
and
correct.
left leg. Yeah.
Okay. just
My
wanted to be
MRI
sure.
was lit up like a Christmas tree. It was great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I remember when my leg turned into an elite leg when I was playing soccer.
Yeah,
tried
I
to do
remember that
something
too.
that was too big to do, and I
Now-
slipped my meniscus.
What the f you mean by elite leg? What the f you mean by
You know
that?
how
The
dog knees go
so
backwards?
I was
Oh,
running up trying to flick the ball behind me to think Josh was behind me, and I landed on my left leg and my meniscus, like my knee went in.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
and I was very lucky. I only slipped my meniscus and like shattered a bone, not like splinter shatter, but like you
bro,
could see
your
on the
leg was
X-ray that it was.
backwards. What do you mean you were lucky?
No, they could have sworn the way I described it that I tore my meniscus, and like the way they
Oh.
found it, they were like, "Oh, this is out of place." And they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna need surgery." And I went to a bone specialist. Like, "You're fine." I don't know what the hell they were telling you.
It's
wear
like, sorry for
cast.
scaring
It's
you.
like,
You're
that's not-
fine.
That's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah,
just like
It's like, no
wax it.
shit, doc.
Just wax it back into place.
Dude.
it wasn't. My leg wasn't stuck like that, but because it went like that, it popped my ligament.
It's like Fix It Felix from Wreck It Ralph. Just fucking touches your knee and it goes back
I
to
still-
normal.
Oh my god.
I still remember Moons. You know who Josh is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was behind me, like he was right behind me, obviously. And he saw me fall, and everybody behind him was like, "Oh, Ben's joking, haha, joking around." And he turned around, dude, like he's not joking.
Oh no.
I wish he
He's
was.
being serious.
Because I just fell, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I need help. Someone help me.
Dude, that reminds
I need
me.
help.
Okay, this is going to sound really lame, but I've dislocated both of my knees at the same time once.
At the same time.
Yes.
Oof.
Okay, so
That's a big
do you know the
oof.
mattress company?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay, so I had one of those mattresses up until like very recently. Like I just changed mattresses right before we moved. And so I was making the bed, and because of the gel and like the hexagonal shape that the gel has there, both of my kneecaps got sunk into the mattress. I went to shift to go put one of the corners up, and both of my knees went.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm sitting there.
that's rough, buddy.
And then I just popped both of my knees back into place, and then I went on with my day.
That is Exhibit A of It Will Buff Out.
Yep, I knew it was going to happen at some point. Smoke signal.
No!
Perfect.
No!
You had to say
What did I miss?
something.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
He
Just to
missed
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
I blanked out. I'm sorry.
I dislocated
have
both of
said
my knees
anything.
making the bed.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
probably around
my-
where I
Yeah,
my
last-
so you
knees-
heard like it's like you heard the bed company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my knees sunk into the mattress. I went to shift. My knees went, and yeah, and then Ben,
It's like your knees did not agree with the movement.
correct. And Ben said
It'll buff out.
exactly.
That is the definition. That is what I mean by it will buff out.
yeah.
Well, Mooj, you got some
Yeah,
extra
it's like-
energy. You got the smoke signal counter back. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I ain't gonna put it in this one. It was funny for the first one.
No, I don't really
No.
don't.
It'll be
care.
really
Fucking
funny
do it.
if we like get like a record.
If we get-
Total smoke
the record
signals
right
to
now
date.
is 6. I think is that how many
We're
we
low
had?
right now.
Less-
Yeah,
we're low right now.
We had
only
5
Low
on the
right
first
now. It's getting
episode.
late. You ain't
It's like
breaking
yeah,
it
it's like we're
tonight.
40 minutes in and we had our first one.
Yeah, you ain't breaking it tonight.
Yeah, and
Unless you're having like one
just
like
need-
every like
I
2
just need-
minutes.
we just do it on like a really like it's like horrible weather outside. It's like piss pouring rain. It's just the internet's
Another
horrible.
hurricane.
No.
Everybody like my fucking
Nobody
no, I
would
need
be
to
able
do
to
it,
get on at that point.
No, probably not. Need to do it when my sister comes home where everybody is using the Wi-Fi. So that just
Yeah, just turn like every electronic device on. And just play like 10-hour videos.
It's just that
yes, let's
One
run up
Family
the
Guy.
electric bill for a podcast episode.
Yes.
it's just that one Family Guy. Now let's go to Boone with the AccuWeather report. Boone, it's raining sideways.
Where's your umbrella?
Had one.
Where'd it go?
Inside out, 10 miles away.
Thank you, Boone.
Can we,
Now sports.
Can we get
can
you anything?
Bring me some soup.
What kind?
Chunky.
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 I fucking love that guy.
Dude, like I wish my hip would do what my knees did. Like just kind of find itself back to normal. It's been rough, dude. Like the weather changing as much as it has, it's like a steel rod going through my hip.
Oh, I see.
But hey,
Yeah, so if anything,
if
like
I
I was
get
like,
the surgery, that's 9 months of recovery. So it's a lot of podcast time.
yeah, so if
On the
anything,
bright
like I was
side.
lucky because like I dislocated my knee like last August.
Next thing
Oh,
you know, next thing
know
you know,
that.
Boone's just taking logs like Mark Watney.
More specifically my kneecap.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Literally
those
just
are
like
fun.
slipped on the floor, knee didn't agree, and yes.
Me did not agree.
Ugh.
Dude, have I explained to any of you like what they want to do for the surgery?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, dude. Okay, so for the viewers at home, I was in a car accident on Valentine's Day 2 years ago. That in and of itself there's an innuendo somewhere there. But
Wow.
so I got rear-ended and I tore the labrum in my
Innuendo's
left
still there.
hip. Come to find out, I have something called femoroacetabular impingement. the head of the femur, the ball in the ball and socket joint, is supposed to be a sphere. Mine is an American football or a rugby ball. Okay? It's elongated. It's not supposed to be like that, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to paralyze me from the neck down, put me on a ventilator, and then they're going to manually dislocate my hip, go in orthoscopically with like the little robot needle dudes, put 2 holes into my leg, grind the bone down till it's smaller than what the hip is supposed to be, and then they're going to put a cap on it, and then they're going to put my hip back into place, repair the torn labrum, and 9 months later I should be walking around perfectly fine again, instead of what I'm doing, which is limping like I'm got like a peg leg or something. I don't know, bro.
Bro, I'd be horrified to go into something like that, though.
Sorry, side note. My cat's been sitting on my lap for like 20 minutes. I have to readjust my leg. I was getting tired.
My leg is falling asleep because of you, cat.
Where's mine?
Get off of me. My leg's asleep. Fucking roast the cat on the bed.
No, it's I just like picked them up slightly and just readjusted.
If you don't get up, I'm gonna make you use one of your 9 lives.
Nah, T.
Such a goofy insult for the cat.
Again, cat walks up to a cowboy with an 8-shooter. You're one too short, pal.
I did this one like video that I saw where it was like a Tumblr post or something where it was like him using like cat insults, like obviously like over the top insults that he wouldn't actually do, and he heard something like in the night, and like he thought it was like one of the cats, so like he just like spewed out some nonsense about like harming him, joking about harming him, I guess. Yeah, he heard a door close after that.
Oh.
What's the one video? Is like, I just heard a noise and I know I'm home alone. So if there's anyone here, I'm naked with a tomahawk. I'm going to give you 1 minute before I go to proceed to clear my house naked with my tomahawk.
And if I find someone,
I'm going to make the beaches of Normandy look like an elementary school nursery rhyme.
Oh my god. Bruh. That sounds like the average Instagram Reels feed or TikTok feed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, my TikTok feed is like funny couples memes and stuff. My Instagram feed is like people dying.
Yeah. Wait,
yeah, it's like TikTok is like slightly normal, and then there's Instagram Reels where it's.
Did you have that? There was one day last month or like the month before, and everybody noticed it, where everybody's Instagram feed was like really like graphic, like videos.
It's
like war footage, like people getting run over, and it was
that's my Instagram feed every day.
Yeah, no,
but
it was everyone's. Like, it was not good.
Dude, like I get like the people like the police involved shootings and stuff. Like it's.
Oh yeah, I get those too.
I have like this shit on my For You page.
Flint and Steel choir version.
No. Oh, that's another good topic. What is the trend going around right now?
Cheeky Jackie.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for someone to say it.
I'm upset.
That is one of the reasons why I'm not going to see that movie.
Dude, no. I know it's in theaters and I know it's going to be in theaters for a while, but I am saving my money to go watch. So
I would not subject my parents to that, to this shit.
It's funny you mentioned the 25th, Boone, because the 24th is the the only day that they are having the theatrical release of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith for the 20-year anniversary in theaters again. And I was before the podcast, I was talking to Gabby like, hey, 24th, you want to go to the movies? Because I want to go watch Star Wars in the theater. Because the only Star Wars I've seen is the bad ones. I don't like the sequels. The sequels are so bad, dude. Star Wars nerd my whole life. Ben is my witness. Star Wars nerd my whole life.
This kid was the kid you would go over just to play with his toys.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but
every single Lego Star Wars set, like
basically.
No. He had like the models from the 90s.
Well, those weren't mine.
Oh, I just remember being a kid and be like, "Oh, these are so cool."
Yeah,
I don't remember much of that.
That's an after podcast topic.
Got you.
That's for the after party.
The after party.
You were the one that had the Nerf guns.
Bro. I remember recently we had a garage sale and there was one Nerf gun that my mom was like, "So are we selling this one?" And I was like, "No, you can't sell that one because it is a super rare Nerf gun. Like, do not sell that. I want to keep that." And she was like, "Okay, well, you don't have ammo for it." And I was like, "I don't care. Keep it."
It's rare, and I want it.
Well, because it's like one of the Toys R Us like limited edition ones from like before they shut down. That's why I can't sell it because it's so rare.
All right, best Nerf gun ever.
Best Nerf gun.
The first long strike, not when they had the like mega bullets or whatever. Like the first.
No,
the
definitely
long shot, with the bolt action, like back and forth.
Yeah. That
for me, it was either
that thing would put out eyes. That thing shot so hard for no reason.
For me, it was either that or probably like one of the battery powered ones, like the Strife or something like that. One of the newer ones. But I love the long strike when I had mine. The rare gun that I have that I still keep is it's a Centurion, one of the ones with the mega bullets. But or the mega darts, I guess I should say. It's not a real functioning gun. Yes, I modified my limited edition Nerf gun to shoot real 50 cal bullets.
The ATF would like to know your location.
That sounds like a Kentucky Ballistics video title, I swear to God.
No, okay. Long shot was great. The funniest Nerf gun story I've got, I was over at Ben's house and we had posted the meme about the ultimatum from Helldivers being just that rocket launcher Nerf gun.
Oh yeah.
Ben had one. And we're
those
God,
things,
how
were those
old
things
were
as good
we?
as they were those things as good as they were? Were they as good as they were?
Yes.
Because I've heard some people say they were crappy.
No,
but I was like,
dude,
no, there's no way.
How old were we? We were like what, 11, 12?
Fourth grade.
Yeah. I'm over his house, we're shooting Nerf guns at each other, whatever. And Ben's brother was in another room. I don't know if he was watching us or if your dad was watching us or whatever, but I get this Nerf rocket launcher. Ben's brother comes out of his room and I absolutely dome this guy with the rocket launcher. It made a good thunk when it hit his head too.
That was funny.
It was. I can't even remember if he was mad about it or not.
I don't really remember. I don't think he was that mad because it wasn't traumatic.
I just remember laughing our asses off to the point where we were crying.
Y'all don't understand. My brother's 9 years older than me.
Oh.
He was the big brother.
Sense.
Yeah. Dude,
yeah, that definitely checks out.
Fourth grade us, he was an absolute giant.
Okay, if I want to get off,
he was like 6'2" already.
Huh?
Did the cat finally move, Delta?
Yes. So much
Cat has
cat
been
hair on my
moved.
legs.
That happens.
That's with Gabby's
do.
cat. He just puts hair everywhere.
Oh, dude.
Where's my brother? He's a short hair.
Bro, so we have to keep our dogs in cages whenever
Also,
we
I partially
put them
lied. I do have something.
whenever we whenever we put my dogs to bed, we have to keep them in cages and remember. You see how slow I said it again. So make sure I pronounced that correctly, so I didn't say the wrong thing. Whenever we put my dogs to bed, we like put them in.
So we put our dogs in cages. What?
We
put them to sleep.
Peter would like to know your location.
Bro, I'm never gonna get this out. All right. But anyways, like in between the cages where they sleep, there's enough dog hair in there that my mom always makes a joke. You can make a whole dog with all that dog hair that's in between those cages. And I'm like,
what kind of
I'll move the cages and I'll look and they'll just be like a pile of dog hair. And I'll be like, yeah, I think it's a pretty accurate statement. Like,
You getting another deck of cards out, Delta?
No, I did partially lie when I said I had nothing to open. I do have something magic related to open. And that's
no!
Amazon purchase.
Oh no!
For a couple of deck boxes and card sleeves.
Oh, fair enough, man. Background noise.
As I've just been neglecting to open it because it arrived last night.
I just got some new filament on the way. So that's something that's been really fun, has been the amount of 3D printing that I've been able to do recently.
Yeah, how are you still working on like armor stuff for
Yes,
Red
so
this year?
I've got the chest plate done in TPU.
Ooh, okay.
So it's flexible and it's a little bit lighter than PLA. So it should help with, not being over encumbered and can't fast travel.
No fast traveling.
No fast travel for me. I'm going to need to resize some of the parts, like the thigh armor. It's like, yeah, this is meant for a 6 foot tall, 200-pound guy. Like, all right, well, I'm close to that. And then I step on the scale, saying, I'm not close to that. Height wise, yes. Weight wise, no.
Think about it like this: it was probably small anyway because I am a 6 foot, 210-pound guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
checks
like
out.
And it was still really tight on me. I was like, yeah, no, they lied to you.
Plus the fact that it had no give to it. It's like, yeah.
These motherfuckers absolutely could have used one box. They gave me
Amazon
2 boxes just to carry one of the deck boxes. I bought 3 deck boxes and 2 sets of sleeves.
That sounds like Amazon.
And they put one of the boxes, one of the deck boxes, in an entire box of its own.
I swear, I think Amazon's goal at this point is just to waste packaging whenever you buy multiple packages. Because, like, I'll order, like, 2 separate things and they're showing up on the same day.
It arrived in, like, 2 days, so...
Oh, yeah, but I'll order them and they'll show up on the same day, but they'll be in 2 different packages and they're, like, the tiniest things. It's like, you couldn't just throw them and, like...
Dude, I was going to make a joke, but I don't want to cease and desist from Jeff Bezos.
Honestly, like, the funniest thing, like, Boone, like, that kind of thing is the sort of debate, because there's 2, like, main, like, sites for buying Magic cards, like, individually.
Oh, okay.
Individual Magic cards. I'm not going to say either, actually, because we're still not sponsored. But one of them is great for buying,
you
like...
want to sponsor us...
one of them is good for like buying in bulk because they all ship in one box.
Oh, okay.
Like, so that way you only pay one shipping fee whenever you make a purchase.
Oh,
the other has a lot cheaper prices for those cards, but you don't know how many shipping prices you're going to pay until you pay.
Oh no. That one website, like you get a good chunk of cards and it's like, all right, so we're going to need to ship you this in a plywood reinforced container for you.
You have to sign away your life at the front door whenever you collect it.
Yeah, and we do request one arm, one leg. It doesn't have to be yours, but at least one arm and one leg. And your firstborn child.
You might as well, because if what I've heard is true on the internet, the one that does like multiple shipping costs, union busting. That has done union busting in the past.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna check my stuff right now.
Oh jeez.
He gets real self-conscious.
Maybe we don't get them to sponsor the stream. Stream. God, podcast. I'll get there eventually.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're all tired. It's 10:30 at night, at least over here on the East Coast. So we apologize if we stutter here every once in a while.
Where am I?
What?
Where am I?
You need the little bit of silence. You need to keep that little bit of silence in, Moves.
Yes.
Just for no context. Ben just out of nowhere. Where am I? Who are you people?
Dude, that was such a great title too.
Yeah, I can't remember what the other one was. Was it just meeting the host or something like that?
Yeah, it was
Something very bland and generic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Who Are You People and I was like, bro,
Hey,
come the fuck on. Is that really a question?
Okay,
Apparently
they have it.
And then, who are you people?
Okay, apparently they have in the past, but the workers won a lawsuit.
Oh, okay. Maybe let's not get them to sponsor this podcast.
Yeah.
Let's just not let that happen.
That's why anytime if a company ever approaches any of us, it's like, yeah, we're gonna do some digging on you before we say yes.
And everything's going to be in writing.
Yes.
With 5 million copies.
At least
5 million copies.
You see that? You see that square acre of the Amazon rainforest? Yeah, I'm going to need you to cut that down, turn that into paper, and that's how many copies we're going to need.
So basically, a CVS receipt.
Yes.
Bro, that shit's pissed me off so bad.
So basically, an entire lease contract.
Tired. Oh my.
Dude, no, let me tell it was like 50 something pages of legal size paper. So it's like the 8.5 by 16.
It's like, bro, are you handing me?
paper.
Are you handing? It's like, bro, are you handing me my lease contract? Or are you handing me homework? Damn.
Is this my lease or the Declaration of Independence? What are we doing here?
That's it. A0 paper.
Yes.
Moods has to recite the Declaration of Independence. Nicolas Cage would like to know your location.
To A0 paper, by the way, is 33.1 by 46.8 inches.
Yes.
Ah.
We'll need all of our copies in 37.2 point font. And
just the largest font possible.
You need to roll them like scrolls and seal them with wax for us.
Oh my god.
I want to see
just imagine
leave the paper.
I could just imagine. I could just imagine someone at Rev just walking up with a scroll and just asking you to open it. It just rolls out.
Hear ye, hear ye. This company doth proclaim that on this day of this year, the eyes of our Lord, that we
they wrapped an entire thing of tape around the entire deck box. It's just one continuous stream of tape. These guys are dicks.
Dude, okay. So it reminds me of a story. So my father and his brother are very they can be jokers sometimes, right? So one Christmas, my uncle for Christmas puts a gift card inside of a box, proceeds to gorilla tape the box, and then place it in another box, and then gorilla tape that box. And he does it one more time, and then puts all of that into a aluminum or steel like can, like a coffee can.
Okay.
And then welds the top shut. And
Bro.
then
Well,
wraps it.
BM.
Puts it in a box, duct tapes that box, and then wraps it. So we're
Jesus
sitting there
Christ.
at my grandfather's house, Christmas Day, and my uncle
Ooh, this even
goes,
comes with sleeves.
"Here you go. Here's your Christmas present. I hope you like it." He takes the wrapping paper off, sees the duct tape. Ah, ha, ha, so funny. Goes, opens it up, sees the can, and goes, "You son of a bitch." Doesn't have a can opener. Has to go find a can opener. And he can't use like the like twisty can openers. No, needs to get like the Leatherman can opener. You got to punch the holes in it
Oh god.
all the way around. Gets
Bro,
through
I
that
hated those can openers.
and then sees another box gorilla taped shut. And it was beautiful to watch.
Anger sets in at this point, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it does. It really does.
Definition of
Steam
insanity.
starts to come out of your ears as your eyes glow red, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm pretty sure that happened. Like, it would not surprise me.
Again, it looks like a Looney Tunes character.
Bro looks like 2002
that's actually-
Superman CGI.
Oh, that's actually clean as. It's just like it fits my deck like perfectly.
How this conversation's going on in Delta's.
Yeah.
Man, this fits my deck perfectly. God damn. Woo!
This fits your what?
Yeah, I was like, just like out of context.
There's another one.
At this point, we should just have like an out of context clips. Like the out of
And if
context.
you want to see out of context,
Yeah.
Uncraftable podcast.
Uncraft out of context.
Bro.
Decrafted.
Decrafted.
Jinx.
Bruh.
Crafted out of context.
Wouldn't it be like just without context? Crafted without context?
Crafted without context. Well, bro, why does it sound good?
That would slap.
Oh.
I do. If you want that, hit that like button.
They call us Times Square the way we be advertising.
Yes.
Bro, you're literally talking. Bro, you're literally talking to streamers in the call, dude. Literally, our whole goal is to advertise ourselves.
Yes, 2 streamers and then yes.
Well, they'll say Ben
Two
also
and a
streams,
quarter.
but
Yeah.
Ben also streams, but not as often.
Yeah, two and a quarter streamers.
2 and a quarter.
Yeah.
I do remember.
Because like I know my streams are boring, so I'm like, whatever. If anybody wants to watch.
Well, I know you
It's
stream
like, if
Rocket
anyone
League
wants
in
to
the
watch,
past.
wish you luck.
Yeah. Cause I like this is a Friday night for me, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Minecraft.
If it's
and
not,
Fire
now
music.
if
I've
it's
now
not, I'm about to say,
opened
if
my,
it's not, I'm about to say, if it's not drunk with the boy, getting drunk with the boys, it's probably playing Rocket League or some shit like that.
To lo-fi music.
The lo-fi music. Yep.
Dude, speaking of
Just
Rocket
straight
League, I've
vibing,
been
man.
really getting into SSL Potato, Vince.
Oh.
That dude plays damn good Rocket League, and then he's just a potato with a face floating on the screen doing stupid shit. And yeah, it's fun. Like, I wish I could bring to my streams the energy that guy has.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you're a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're a
Nothing
potato
really
and you could
matters to you.
make stupid faces, and the potato just looks funny when you make stupid faces.
The rage.
Goofy potato face.
And he's SSL, so he's like top.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
That is very, very good. That is like final boss is
Imagine-
grass.
You imagine getting fucking
Final
scored on
boss
by
is
a potato
great.
face.
So we already made that joke.
Shinzo Abe wants to know your location.
Oh my god.
The U.S.
I'm-
Forest Service would want to know your location.
Maybe I'm just complaining because I'm hard stuck Diamond 3.
No,
I've
so
not played Rocket League in
literally,
forever.
Shinzo
I
Abe
have not
was
played Rocket
the
League.
God, what
And I think for
country
good
was he
reason.
from?
I used to be a League player. I've had my fair share of
Swear to
fucking
God,
team-based games.
My God, could you imagine fucking drunk Moons on a Friday night playing Rocket League? I can't imagine that.
Oh my
See,
God.
I'm weird. I play Rocket League with mouse and keyboard.
That's your first
Oh.
problem.
Get out. Get the fuck
That's your
out.
first problem.
Dude,
I
I
even
just
had to tell this
you,
guy to
get
switch
out,
the
bro.
controller playing Halo. I was like, dude.
There's only like 2 games recently that I've played with controller, and that's both of the Jedi games, Survivor and Fallen Order.
I've
fair,
played
though.
those on mouse. I've played those on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I played both of those on controller. I was trying to get Infinite to work. It does not want to work with me for whatever reason.
That sucks.
Dude, the issues I've been having with Helldivers recently,
What? It just won't load the game for you?
yeah. And then it gives me an error message with the with whatever like anti-cheat software they're using. Whatever I have, like my Windows firewall won't let me whitelist that thing so I could let it through. So it's just like, nah, we're just not going to load. So what I've had to do recently is I have to full restart my PC. And the second I put my password in, immediately open Steam and open Helldivers. And then I can go do whatever else I was going to do with.
Oh, bruh. That's crazy.
I'm sad.
Really? You don't sound sad.
I have heard of that issue before. Some of my friends have had that
Moon just
those
starts,
like kinds of issues
crying.
before. I don't remember how they fixed it though.
I've
That's
tried.
just one of my.
I've tried everything from going into the game files and deleting and reinstalling the like client side files for the anti-cheat. I've gone through and completely uninstalled the game, restarted my PC, reinstalled the game. Still happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we like to call an addiction. Moons is addicted to this game.
Yes.
Stepping in my own.
It's the game. The game software. The game software is trying to tell you. It's like, all right, buddy, listen.
You have
addicted to this
446 hours in the last 8 months. You
It's
need
like,
to
find
stop.
something else to play, bro.
Please go touch grass. Fucking, I don't know. Go hold your girlfriend's hand or something, man. Like shit.
Hold your girlfriend's hand.
Go have some human contact. Jesus.
I
Like,
do
you
have
need
human
it.
contact.
I mean, yeah, like you literally live with your friend.
Right. My human contact
what I mean.
throughout the day is stop being a dumbass. Here's your citation. Have a nice day. Come home. I need to blow off steam.
Helldivers.
Helldivers. Listen, if I can't feel the recoil on the range because bullets are expensive, at least I can feel the recoil in a game.
Just get a gas blowback airsoft gun. Problem solved.
I have multiple.
Yeah, I saw somebody with a gas blowback AK. I was like, please.
I almost bought, at one point in time, I almost bought the gas blowback Scar Heavy.
Oh, really? Dude, that little PDW that I had at Rev earlier this year, that thing packed a punch. Because it's just a pistol, but it's a conversion kit for it. Like, it packed a punch, surprisingly, with the kick that thing had.
Should I HPA
Moon,
my
you might want to
LMG?
wait. You might want to wait because my next gun's going to be a Scar L. I'm going to try to have it by next
Ooh.
rev.
Moons, to answer your question, if you can, if you're financially able to afford it, if you think it's worth it, go ahead. It's your money. But I just
HPA and get
I
one of
think
those
about that.
battery operated drum mags or something.
like the 1500 round
Yeah.
battery operated drum mags. I've heard some of those are really good, but you have to be careful when researching which one you want to get because some of them are dog shit.
Hey.
I honestly have been thinking about HPA tapping or getting an HPA mag adapter for that PDW because I think that'd be again because it's just an Action Army AAP, but it looks like an MP7. Like it's got everything. It's got like the MP7 furniture and everything. It's a fun gun to shoot.
I gotta put you on the Halo Airsoft Discord because they have files for the AAP01 to make it into a Magnum.
Ooh, actually, I think I saw something about. Did they have something like that at the tent or
Yeah,
like the
they did.
display? Yeah,
So-
at Rev, I thought so.
So if I pull it up now, like they have in their like official kit links,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff for it. They just recently put one out for a kit for the Glock 17, which sucks because I have a
Glock 17.
19X.
Wait, what kind of Glock 17?
Uh,
Like what brand? Is it KWC or is it Elite Force?
it's from Cults 3D model Halo 3 Magnum kit for Gen 4 Glock 17 airsoft replicas.
Oh, cool. So I don't know if it probably won't be able to fit mine, but I have a Glock 17. That pistol also packs a punch. The new pistol that I got, the one that the one that's in my both my profile picture on Discord and my corn profile, that like
I'm sorry, your what
pistol?
Your what profile?
The Discord, my Discord profile, and then the coin profile.
Okay,
Like,
I heard corn.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I probably said it weird too. My southern drawl probably came out. Yeah, that pistol packs a punch, especially considering I've only had it for a few months.
Bro, I'm gonna 3D model your face on a ear of corn.
Don't you fucking do that.
You at Rev. I will
And
go
then
on
there's a drum,
Fiverr.
bro. At this point, it's a drum bag that I'm carrying that you get your own, bro.
I am going
At
to
this
go
point,
on
it's a drum
Fiverr and
bag.
see if I can find it, dude.
The WLF
I swear.
security will look the other way for this action.
Bruh.
It'd be good testing for the armor.
Yeah.
It would be good testing for the armor.
Yeah, no, here it is. For the AAP01 requires only M5x20 flathead screw to screw in the slide. And that's
I
it.
see.
So here, I will actually send you the link if you would like.
Send me. I was about to say you can send me the link.
I'd be careful with Colts though, because I did try to get, it was a Glock conversion kit to turn a gas bullet black Glock into the battle rifle from Halo.
Oh.
And I had gotten through printing all of it, and part of it had shifted. Like there was like this weird artifacting on it, and like part of the whole thing had shifted over. And it wasn't a small shift either. We're talking like 4 or 5 millimeters of shift, which is when you're 3D printing and your tolerances, they've got to be fairly spot on. 5 millimeters is like the Grand Canyon when it comes to 3D printing.
Grand Canyon.
Like nothing would line up.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I reach out to the guy. I'm like, hey, can we get this fixed? He's like, yeah, no problem. Sends it back. Now it's 2 millimeters off. Like, dude, what?
Yes.
Send the guy a thing again. Hey, it's still messed up. Like, what the hell are we doing here? Oh, it sends me one more file. It's missing the retention arms and holes in the second part of the model for stability. So I'm like, no, screw this. So I reach out to Colts and I'm like, issue me a refund, because this guy's not doing what he said he's going to do. He's obviously violating the community guidelines for Colts, because their whole thing is it has to be printable for you to be able to sell it. Guy never did a test print, and I can guarantee Guy never did a test print. It was weird too, because the barrel was ovular. It was like a
what?
It was an oval, not a circle. So instead of being a circular cylinder for the barrel, it was an ovular cylinder for the barrel. And the like hole for the BB to go through wasn't even lined up to the muzzle brake. Like
Smooth.
it was just like, dude, what are we doing here?
It's like your barrel is just a bit outside to the left. Might want to move that over just a little bit.
Right, like the inner barrel is like 3 millimeters too high. So it cuts weird on this. Like, okay. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm terrible at 3D modeling. The best I can do is a box with a couple holes cut in it and some dovetails. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
I am working on... I'm trying to think of the airsoft gun that I have that I'm trying to make a Magnum kit for it, specifically the SOCOM M6C Magnum from ODST.
Oh,
Is it the SSE 18?
Does anybody know who's messed with like EVA foam? What a good material specifically would be to make like fake knives. Because I can print out the templates, but I can't find a good material.
I don't know the answer to that question.
I can 3D print them in TPU. And you'd basically get a rubber knife.
Nice.
Which Moons, you and me are owed a knife fight at some point at Rev.
Yes.
With rubber knives.
Rubber knives.
Before
YouTube. Jesus.
rubber knives. YouTube. Jesus. Like,
You're fine, YouTube.
you're fine. You're fine. It'll buff.
It'll buff right out.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You just gotta specify.
Maybe, and that's final.
Maybe that's final.
There's another really good one. This one is free on Thingiverse, Boone.
Oh, okay.
Which,
give me 1 second.
if you want, I happen to know a guy with a couple 3D printers. Just saying.
I'll think about it. I'll definitely consider it. Right now, I do like what I have though, so I'll probably think about it. I honestly was thinking about just painting up that whole gun, kind of like how I did with my AK that I'm taking to FC in a couple of weeks. I was thinking about doing something similar to that, or if not the same thing, where I just do like a woodland paint job. Because for someone who is horrible artistically, like I've done pretty good. I feel like I've done pretty good on like paint jobs, especially for the guns that I've painted. Because I've painted an SSG-10 and an Arcturus AK-05, and both of them have looked really, really nice. Like, especially when it's fully completed, it looks good.
I remember, was it 12, Ben, that I did the paint job on the AR?
Sorry, say that again.
Was that the same
when we're
one where we
there,
were watching Messi?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Rev 12, Ben and I are at the hotel. We have
I'm freaking out over soccer.
He's freaking out over soccer. Meanwhile, I'm painting an airsoft AR to make it look like all rusted and like worn.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember that gun. Did you have like a netting on top of the scope and everything like that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Now, mind you, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm sitting there going, please don't let housekeeping come in. Please don't let housekeeping come in. Because what do you say in that situation where someone walks in and you have a rifle and a pistol? You can't tell that they're airsoft on the table with a bunch of paint next to them. Like, what do you say in that situation?
And the name on the hotel is a Kaczynski.
Right.
Bro. Oh, fuck.
You don't want to even think about that, especially considering that you checked me in the hotel at Red.
Right. When did you get out of
that's
prison?
also that's a story for another podcast. I've explained it before. That's a story for another podcast. We've gone on long enough.
That's when we need to get code on.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I should invite
That's
my
gonna
son
go
for
good.
a podcast.
Hope you
That's-
like editing for 4 hours. It's about to be 4 days.
That's when I get the head desk counter.
Oh yeah.
How many times does he slam his head on the desk during the podcast?
Oh no. Oh no. If anybody wants any context to that, just go watch one of Moon's Grimwood VODs. You'll find an instance in where Code just bangs his head over a desk.
I mean, you guys had a running count. I think you stopped after 300.
I don't
Wait,
even
what?
remember it getting that high. I thought it got to like 200 something.
It's
What?
still-
150
Wait.
something.
Why? What is
I don't know. I don't know what's
Bro just
he just
slammed his
started
head on the
doing-
desk.
He just started doing it one day, and then he just made a counter. Like I don't know. What do you want from me?
Just check your son into a psychiatric facility.
He lives on the opposite side of the pond. What do you want me to do?
Be better.
He lives in the UK. I can't control him.
Hey, at least the TBI is going to be covered under the NHS.
Oh my god, bruh, that's crazy.
If he's sitting there, some like grizzled war veteran's gonna be like, "Hey kid, what are you in for?" He's like, "I got a TBI." Like, "Huh? You a veteran?" "No, I just slammed my head on my desk."
Just fucking boom. The veteran looks so. He's like, what is this?
What's wrong with this kid?
Got it, American Marine.
Oh, I'm a.
Oh no! No! There's another one.
More out of context.
Yep.
Yeah, like Moon said earlier, if you want to see these out of context clips, just let us know in the comments down below, or a
Please.
compilation.
I'll
We'll post
do
a
it.
compilation when we get to a certain amount of episodes.
Episode 10 will just be a compilation episode.
Oh my god!
The last 10.
Funny
Every 10
moments.
Every 10
When
we
you
put
meet-
a compilation at the beginning.
When you, me, and Ben do the podcast in the hotel room at Rev, that needs both a full episode and a compilation in and of itself. Like, we need it.
I will try to get some of the GoPro footage too and like edit it
Oh,
in
yeah.
as we're talking about it.
Oh yeah, like we'll just talk. Like, no, could you imagine if we did like one of the podcasts like in the parking lot before the briefing?
Dude,
We might have enough time to get like an hour-long podcast in, just sitting there.
dude, I could probably get my tablet and get an adapter so I can plug my mic into it, and we just sit there and
Just sitting there in lawn chairs, just like
use the rear face or the front facing camera on it, real janky iPad quality rear facing camera, and then
podcasts from the wastelands.
yeah,
Sorry.
me
sorry,
and
Gabe.
ODST armor.
Literally.
Oh, Boone, I'm gonna get a bunch of neck gaiters so I can give you one.
I have a couple, but yeah, I wouldn't mind in all honesty.
Because they have like crazy designs on them, like different ghost face, like demon faces and stuff. It's actually really cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
I'm gonna-
couple.
I'm gonna get a
couple like
Galaxy
that,
pack.
but- Oh,
Everything.
all right.
Yeah.
I have a couple like that, but I wouldn't mind to get some more.
What's
'Cause
up,
I
dude?
do think you took whenever because this past year they were very strict about like you have to have like wrap on your gun or something like that. I think I literally just gave you
Yeah, I still
um,
have it.
yeah, so you still have it.
It's a side note. So for the people listening, I've been playing this other game just like while we're doing this podcast. And
Yeah.
so probably why you've been hearing like keyboard clacks from me. And
So you know
basically
Delta's locked in. It's just
yes. It's it's not even that many. But like in the game, like you're playing as like basically like gods. To one gripe that I have now found this game, to construct a temple in game, you need like a sacred unit to like actually like build the temple. Why the fuck can my god not build his own temple?
Yeah, that I don't know about that one.
That poses an interesting question.
I've now stumped the podcast. Great.
The stunned silence.
Bro is in shambles.
Bro is flabbergasted right now.
Because it's like those writing prompts, you know. And there's like a subreddit for like writing prompts and stuff. So it's like, you know, you are this god, this omnipotent being. Why can't you make your own temple? Hold the f*** on.
You imagine if someone like if there was like a movie about like this all-powerful being, and right in the middle of the movie it's like, what do you mean I can't do this? They just like completely break the fourth wall.
Literally any Mel Brooks movie.
Director behind the camera. What the f- you mean I can't do this? What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure that's the premise behind half of Spaceballs.
Specifically half of Spaceballs.
You idiots, you captured their stunt doubles.
I forgot about that, actually.
What are we watching now, sir? What? What happened to then? You missed it. When? Just now.
The camera looking at themselves.
Right.
Use the Schwartz.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Hey, yo.
Don't
You just say?
talk to me or my son ever again.
I just try to pull my son away and he just thrashes his head against a wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like code, does it not?
It really is, though.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You ain't, bro.
Tell
Exactly.
me when you're fibbing.
Tell me when I'm fibbing. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Well, boys,
This episode's gone on long enough.
yeah, we said we were going to do
tired.
an hour, and it's been an hour and a half, so I think that's where we're going to wrap it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys ever so much for coming out to the Uncraftable podcast. Of course, we have been your hosts, Mr. Benji, Mr. Boone, Mr. Delta, and myself, Moons. We'll catch you guys in 2 weeks on Tuesdays at roundabouts 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, tune in for the next one, guys, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.